Maxey and VJ Edgecombe combined for 69 points to beat the Magic. Tyrese Maxey scored 43 points, including 8 straight during a crucial fourth quarter stretch, and rookie VJ Edgecombe added 26 points as the 76ers beat the Orlando Magic 136 to 124 without Embiid to improve to 3-0 yesterday. That was yesterday. How do you guys feel about this dub for the Sixers? How do you feel about VJ and Maxey backcourt? Do you think that the 76ers should move on from Embiid, or should they keep Embiid and just work with what they got? Let's start with you, Mark.
Well, they can't get rid of Embiid because of his contract, and I think it's gonna be extremely hard for them to trade Embiid. Extremely hard for them to trade Embiid. It's also going to be extremely hard for them to trade Paul George. So for the foreseeable future, I believe they're stuck with Embiid and they're stuck with Paul George. And this is a great game, great stats for VJ and Tyrese. But like I said before, unfortunately, it will not matter. We're talking about the 76ers. We still are questionable on if Embiid is fully healthy. He's had some good games. I won't lie. He's had some good games, but he's inconsistent. Like he's missing a game. He's there a game. He's not playing back to backs. And we just don't know what you're going to get with Embiid. We still don't have a timetable on Paul George. We don't know when he's coming back. So, and we know in the NBA currently, it needs to be that third person. So who's going to be that third person? We don't know yet. As far as VJ and Tyrese go, they was hooping. I ain't gonna lie, they was hooping. It reminded me of park ball. Like the way it was hooping was just kind of like they was just taking turns getting buckets, and I fuck with that.
Mm.
And you can even see I liked a lot the confidence I see in VJ's game. He kind of reminds me of Anthony Edwards in the way his confidence is. I think that's attributing a lot to him just going out there and doing what he does because he doesn't really think that anyone's better than him. I saw Austin Rivers talk about on his podcast how he went to one of his camps and I don't know if y'all saw that where he thought he could beat Austin Rivers and he was like, bro, you can't beat me. He's like, no, I can definitely beat you. Like that's the kind of confidence, bro, you gotta have when you're in the NBA because there's so many factors that's gonna like convince you otherwise. So I think he's definitely nice. I also think it's a good opportunity. I'm glad that Paul George is injured though because it's like I think with Paul George being injured and Embiid not being there, it gives him the opportunity and space to kind of like just do him and then freedom to kind of hold the rock and kind of get buckets like that. But like I said, it's not going to matter. It's the same shit with the 76ers year after year, injuries, not living up to expectations. You know, it's like New York, bro. Like New York.
Trav?
Nah, I think I said on a couple pods ago or last one that 76 is going to be a team to watch. I forget who said it. It was probably Ma who said, nah. You know what I mean? It's 3-0 start. You know what I mean? VJ still balling. Like is not, you know what I mean? I think the league is changing too. I don't think you need a big three. I think that's kind of dead too. I think that's kind of
to win a championship.
I don't think you need a big three. I think if you got two solid and a great supporting cast, I think you can get it done.
Yep.
But
I agree.
I'm looking at a team like I'm looking at teams like the Timberwolves. You know what I mean? They don't have a big three, but they could get it done.
But who actually did it? Who did it? Who did it without the big three?
I would say the Bucks in recent years did it without a big three. You know what I mean? Like that. I mean, who was their big three?
Not really.
That's what I'm saying. I think teams can get it done.
What are we saying is a big three? Because all teams have a big
Trav's
three.
point with the Bucks, like, because like the Bobby Portis and Chris Middleton, like that's not a big three, bro.
No, it would have been Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton, and
we're not looking at them like a big three. I think the big three term is when you got three superstars. I think that's
okay.
Big three. I think we're talking about three superstars.
Okay,
three all-stars at least. You know what I mean? Or at that level, like you got to be an all-star.
Nah, no, not an all-star. You're right. You said it right the first time. Superstar.
Okay.
Like when Bosh, Braun, and they got together. That's a big three. When Paul Pierce,
Garnett, Ray Allen.
That's a big three.
Yep.
So in recent years, then the Nuggets, it was just Jokic and Murray.
Jokic and Jamal Murray. Yeah. Who would be a third?
Aaron Gordon.
Yes and no.
MPJ, according to Josh.
No, not according to me. I'm just saying MPJ gets buckets. Nah.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. I wasn't thinking about the Nuggets. That definitely not a big three over there. You know what I mean? But the Sixers team, I think with the players they got, Quentin Grimes coming off the bench, if he can keep up,
that production.
like he's playing too, which I think, like I said, he's gonna get time since we ain't got no PG. And then Kelly Oubre's been, I think he's streaky. I don't want too much faith in him, but if you got Maxey and Edgecombe giving you 70 a night and you got the supporting cast, doing something for you, I think this team's going to be something to worry about. You know what I mean? I'm not too concerned with Embiid. I think, cool, don't let him play half the season. I think that's going to be fine. You know what I mean? Like, I think they'll be all right. I think that's going to actually help the team out because the more healthier he is, I think he'll be better. Like I said, I don't think we're going to – that opening night game was, a one-off. I think he came back the next game and had a solid game. You know what I mean? So – Embiid's still Embiid, you know what I mean? Still talking about a former MVP. Yeah, been riddled by injuries, but I still think he's got the skill, you know what I mean? So let him get healthy. Let the young boys, you know what I mean, run the team right now, and we'll see where it goes. I mean, I still think it's going to be a exciting team to watch just with those two at least, you know what I mean? It's still early, though. 3-0 start, though, is better than what they've been doing over the past, few years.
You're right, Trav. It is still early, but we also I gotta see them play like real, like I think solid teams. Like Celtics to me isn't a solid team this year. I want to see what they do against like real comp, and to see how they how they match up against them. And in terms of the trade options, Josh, Trav made me think about they do have some trade pieces. They have like a lot of good trade pieces to trade or rebuild. And that's what I would do. I think to your question, Josh, I think they do need to step away and move away from the process. I think the process is like it's getting redundant at this point. The process is processed already, and they have Quentin Grimes, they have Kelly Oubre, they have Jared McCain. They have a lot of trade pieces that I will kind of move or either rebuild with or trade to other teams to get like draft picks or something like that.
They're super guard heavy.
Yeah,
they're guard heavy. They can definitely get rid of some guards.
Because Quentin Grimes is balling out last year too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's a good backup.
Yeah, he is. He's playing for a contract this year.